Okay. We call the special call meeting to order. Tuesday, July the 10th, 2007, right at 5:56 p.m. Councilwoman Bell is present, Vice Mayor Losner, Councilwoman Wallman, and Councilwoman Garner is present. It's the public hearing ordinance land use item, Mr. Attorney.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. We just have one item that we'd like to point out to change on the agenda. Under quasi-judicial items, item number B, which is the ordinance which amends the budget, that should be under legislative matters. So we will just need to move that down to legislative matters.
Okay.
Moving on to your quasi-judicial hearing items, please be advised the following items on the board's agenda, quasi-judicial. If you wish to comment upon any of these items, please indicate the item number you would like to address when the announcement regarding the quasi-judicial item is made. An opportunity for persons to speak on each item will be made available after the applicant and staff have made their presentations on each item. Swearing in, all testimony, including public testimony and evidence, will be made under oath or affirmation. Additionally, each person who gives testimony may be subject to cross-examination. If you do not wish to be either cross-examined or sworn, your testimony will be given its due weight. The general public will not be permitted to cross-examine witnesses, but the public may request the council to ask questions of staff or witnesses on their behalf. The full agenda packet on each item is hereby entered into the record. Persons representing organizations must present evidence of their authority to speak for the organization, and further details of the quasi-judicial procedure may be obtained from the clerk. In accordance with Code Section 2-591, any lobbyist must register before addressing the council on any of the items. At this time, council members must disclose any ex parte communications concerning any of the items on this evening's agenda. Hearing none, at this time, the clerk will swear in any persons who wish to testify on the following quasi-judicial item.
Please stand and raise your right hand. I state your name. Hereby swear or affirm that the information I present shall be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you.
Item A, tab 1, is a resolution of the City of Homestead, Florida, granting final plat approval for Homestead Pavilion, located north of Southwest 312th Street, Campbell Drive, east of Southwest 157th Avenue, west of the Homestead extension of the Florida Turnpike, and south of 308th Street. As legally described in Exhibit A, an approximately 36.97-acre site consisting of 399,900 square feet of commercial retail center and providing for an effective date.
Is there a motion for approval?
I'll move it.
Moved by Councilwoman Bell. Is there a second?
Second, Mayor.
Second by Councilwoman Garner. Any initial comments from council? Any initial comments from council? If not, I'll open up for public input, public hearing. Any comments from the audience? Any comments from the audience? If not, I'll close the public hearing. Any final comments from council? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Vice Mayor Losner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bell? Yes. Councilwoman Garner? Yes. Mayor Warren?
Yes.
Motion carries.
That completes your quasi-items. Moving on to your legislative matters, dropping down the one ordinance, which would now be tab 2, which become A under legislative matters. It's the first reading of an ordinance of the City of Homestead, Florida, amending the Community Redevelopment Agency's component of the city's fiscal year budget beginning October 1, 2006 and ending September 30th, 2007 by increasing both the revenue and expenditure budget by $2 million, providing for severability and an effective date. This is first reading.
So moved, Mayor.
Moved by Councilwoman Garner. Is there a second? Is there a second? Somebody give me a second. Second by Councilwoman Wallman. Any comments from council? I had a hard time getting a second. Got to be some concerns here. Any comments from council? If not, I'll open the public hearing. Any comments from the audience? We're giving the Vice Mayor $2 million. No comments? They know better than that.
sure.
Any comments from the audience?
And for my wife that's watching, just kidding.
No comments from the audience. I close the public hearing. Any final comments from council? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Garner? Yes. Vice Mayor Losner?
No.
Councilwoman Waldman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bell? No. Mayor Warner?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The next item, tab 3, is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Homestead, Florida, approving a development agreement between the City of Homestead and DDR Homestead Pavilion, LLC, concerning the construction of certain off-site roadway improvements to Campbell Drive, Southwest 312th Street, providing for implementation, and providing for an effective date.
I'll move it, Mayor.
Moved by Councilwoman Bell. Is there a second? Second by Councilwoman Garner. Any comments from council? Any comments? Well, I'll open the public hearing. Any comments from the audience? Any comments from the audience? If not, I'll close the public hearing. Any final comments from council? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Mayor, first of all, before you vote on this, I just want to make sure that you've seen the revised version that came out, the clerk handed out, and those changes are underlined for you as well in the document from what was in your packet. Just one slight change under provision 6.
Is it here?
Yes.
My motion stands.
Okay, good.
I second.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Vice Mayor Losner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garner?
Yes.
Mayor Warner?
Yes.
Motion carries.
So when will construction start?
Tomorrow?
Give us an update. What are some of the anchor stores or an anchor store that
You know, I can't go there. No, we appreciate you calling the special call meeting tonight for us, obviously. This helps us get, that much closer to being out there and putting the shovel in the ground. So we're hopeful to have a groundbreaking ceremony in the next couple of months.
Good.
So,
Good.
Thanks again.
Thank you, gentlemen. Looking forward to it.
Give us a tip.
Your last and final item on this evening's legislative agenda is tab 4. It's a resolution of the City of Homestead, Florida, adopting the Northwest Neighborhood Master Plan for the area generally north of Maury Drive, south of 15th Street, Kings Highway, east of Redland Road, and west of Flagler Avenue, and consisting of approximately 577 acres and providing for an effective date.
I'll move it, Mayor.
Moved by Councilwoman Bell. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Wallman. Any comments from council?
Yeah, I want to ask the attorney. In the title, I don't know that the boundary is particularly correct. I think that the northern boundary should be south of the northern city limits. I mean, while the core area is focused south of 15th, the entire Northwest Master Plan applies to that area going all the way northward to the city limits on the west side. That's one thing. I don't want to be any mistake that we are proceeding north of Northwest 15th Street within the plan area.
He's correct. In the cover memo I wrote, the description is the Northwest neighborhood is generally located west of US 1 to the western boundary of the city and north of Maury Drive to the northern boundary of the city.
I don't think the notice is flawed. I think we can proceed because all of the backup material is sufficient, and I think it puts anybody on notice that was interested in this item that it's generally in this area. So I think we're fine. We can just make that slight modification to the title as a scrivener's error and proceed.
All right. Very good.
Thank you.
I want to talk generally, just so we understand the process from here. The adoption tonight would be an adoption of the concepts contained in the plan, which have not changed substantially since we first saw it. In the coming weeks, we will have before us specific ordinances or ordinances amending certain land use items and creating new land use regulations to implement these concepts and have that underway We'll also see, I believe, a proposal to extend the moratorium that currently expires in August.
Correct.
To give us that time for the sole purpose of looking at and adopting further ordinances, which have already been written and will begin to be before us in the next couple of meetings. Just a heads up on this is just adopting the concept tonight. Would that be a fair assessment?
Correct. This is the master plan, which you all had a workshop on. It was presented to you. It just memorializes everything that you all have been doing over the last 2 years in this Northwest area. As Councilman Mosner pointed out, we still will be coming back before you for implementing land development regulations and possibly a comp plan amendment. Most importantly, the implementing land development regulations. So that over the next 120 days, 4 months, we'll be bringing that forward to you. We don't think it'll take that long, but we just want to make sure that we allow ourselves enough time in asking for an extension so that we can complete those tasks.
That's good.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Vice Mayor. Any other comments? But this is a public hearing. Any comments from the audience? The Northwest Neighborhood Master Plan. Any comments from the audience? If not, I'll close the public hearing. Any final comments from council? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Vice Mayor Rosner?
Yes.
Councilwoman Waldman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Bell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Garner?
Yes.
Mayor Warren?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Well, that completes the special call meeting. And we will now, in a minute or so, go into the committee of the whole.